Verno yet, and we will very soon because the action's already in and the contact's already there.
Right out the gate. Just a few seconds into the round now, we already see this battle towards mid, trying to get out. They get the salvo into vents, and Rossy finds himself down, so that it gets a little quieter here.
This paranoia, and maybe they could get something done.
About to throw a smoke at least for a delay. And he's going to find out real fast. It'll be a good high ground here coming in for Calm. So if Demon1 can stay alive a little bit longer, runs right to elbow, gets one. That's a second for Calm. You called it. They just delay enough, and that's going to be the...
You know that Tex is still always good in these moments.
Oh my gosh. Aspas with the go button, almost spams through the smoke. Gonna look for safety again as he fakes the rope out. The team's not really able to follow up, but Lev is. They push back very hard. Tex and Demon1 collecting a few of their own.
This orb for artzin, waiting for the second wave here, the fault line to come back potentially to try to re-hit. But you need some hero plays coming out, and thankfully you have cortezia that's inserted and trying to punish on an overextension, but kiNgg wins that fight from backside.
And that's going to be Rossy taking a little bit more pressure. Loses that one against xenom, though. 5 HP. A lot to ask here. Just going to be able to dodge out a few. So they know his location. A nice retaliation at B from Lev on this round. Should see xenom going down here soon as he gives Calm a little bit of trouble in that instance. And there's
towards
the
main.
Salvo's fault line that does force the hand of just Aspas. And forward goes one, so they kind of trade spaces on that. And Demon1 goes
back, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Oh, what a risky spot. Little one and done. Almost gets a collide on that second, but they have a nice far swing. Inside sight already, however. Rossy and Tex want to take position right near each other on the bottom side of the site. They do not want to give up any ground here.
Cortezia lurk here on the 1v1.
Always lurking. We saw it at A. Now we'll see it towards mid. How much of a kingpin is he going to be? Takes out Calm from the top side. Rossy has to look up.
They could double flash this and fight at least, because the gate crash has been perfect. The read's been good for kiNgg. There's the first contact, but unfortunately Demon1 falls. 1 for 1. Cosmic Divide goes in. You still have all the initiator utility to make sure the sight hit feels good. Armageddon's there for Verno. Well, they don't like how quiet it got so quick, actually. Yeah. They back off, so Mail Rune can start creeping in. And you still have a double lurk from the rookies here of both cortezia and xenom, trying to close that gap. Splitting up the defense, too. This might work now for MIBR. Off position. They couldn't follow up quickly on the Armageddon. Concuss. xenom's now going to push forward. We saw him just on the edge. kiNgg gets one. Gate crash isn't going to bring him too far back. So now MIBR knows they have time to work. It's watching Lev formulate the protocol here to get back into sight. It looks like they're going to give kiNgg screens, and everybody's going to work somewhere towards ramp. I like that they're fighting back, though. Cortezia and Verno insta headshots coming through there. A nice retaliation as the utility finally comes through for the side of LEVIATAN, but can they continue to follow this up? The Rolling Thunder hits now from Rossy. He gets a 3K. Verno's trying to hide, blind to all high. Once it goes away, very smart. They back up to more anchor positions onto A. Lev, very good at having everybody ready for these sight takes. Demon1 wants to peek out. He almost finds the back of one, but cortezia is able to capture that one before and get the first blood for the side of Lev. That's tough to do. Or side of MIBR. They're still trying to do that crossfire setup, but it's an op with a rifle. kiNgg comes out of it with 2 HP, has to TP out, and kind of leaves Demon1 out on an island. Not his fault, and this is going to make the retake even harder. Yeah. Trying to retake with a 2 HP op. Crossfire's already set up. Screens pushing in now. They're kind of creating that ramp distraction, but it looks like MIBR has their eyes ready, set on the prize. 10 HP for artzin, though. This is a tough task to ask. xenom now just out of position. The rest of the team on ramp. Like you said, it's going to be tough. Lev now has the sight, and they flip the script on this. Calm with a 3K. No time. That's no defuse, though. Nice delay. Great job by with a thought that there'd be a quick push mid. Eyes already from xenom looking back. kiNgg's push up has no effect this round as cortezia comes up big, and that's the activation button for the side of B as well. Armageddon across 3 members of LEVIATAN and back of sight. Oh, Tex somehow gets in front of that one and shuts Aspas down. And one little towards this B site, just waiting on, once again, Verno and artzin, because they don't have flashes to move inside the site this time around. Quick kill from Demon1. Yesterday we saw a lot of our Vipers put in the orb there, so that hold wasn't possible, but also the retaliation here from Cortezia gets one, and Tex is thinking about everything right now. Switches the angle in an instant and takes another head from MIBR. 3 in the site alone for B, and now
holding it through, but now trying to move inside the site
of MIBR.
And that's the thing, has crushed them. Trying to find him before the refresh of the util, but not this time around. Cortezia's watching that push.
A calm fight here with Verno in mid. They're going to get artzin to come over and help him with kiNgg, though, as Calm tries to get one back for the squad. They've traded out so many members of Lev here at the beginning of the round. We're not even on to a minute yet.
Spike down.
Verno got a peek.
Last player
Got
standing.
concussed up hard, still gets the kill, though. Nice retaliation on that Tejo. And it's going to be Tex walking around. MIBR fire back just as hard. Both teams are honestly just on a fuse right now.
Let me see you dance and twirl this time around, Tex, on a 1v4.
Nope. Looks like it's going to be a re-hit, though. Little reset, re-hit. Make sure they clear the backside. Oh, xenom in that spot gets hit by the salvos right away. And they're going to have this wall to work with. A quick flash through. That's going to be kiNgg looking for one. He is traded. Very fast flicks coming through on both sides. And oh my word, rack him up for MIBR. Com's going to get finished in the corner here. And it's going to be a double swing. Little work here.
Yeah, just what they're able to do in case it was a fallback towards top vents. We'll hold that thought. There's an attempt to take control towards B main. A push forward as well.
Oh, cover it. They're trying to help out Demon1. It's a scatter. It's chaos here in B main with the salvos trying to be ducked and dodged, and they finally get a few kills through. It does leave Lev worse for wear on that one. And aspas again with this Marshall still trying to hold up and finish off with some sheriff shots if it does get a tag. The main goal is still B, though.
Hit him for the 101 right in the chest, so Tex has to fall back. So that's no more alert capabilities out for LEVIATAN. They probably have to regroup at this point, but looks like MIBR potentially wanted to keep fighting. Oh, they're trying to bait it through again. I mean, who cares? He's going to win this fight.
Again, he's so good at this game. They're just going to let him hold it. Oh, push towards mid. A lot of util use here, so expect this one to get quiet unless the site hit proceeds right after this engage towards mid. The shotguns are getting a lot of love this game. kiNgg comes up.
Because that allows for you to pick up a rifle left behind by Verno. They're faking the drop as well. And I love this. You're jumping inside the vents, you're picking up the weapons. But unfortunately, I was going to say, maybe they could try to insert a late hit towards the B side, but the early drone coming out here from Calm maybe gives the MIBR the indication that they might re-hit back into the B side into a split. So artzin will be ready for this.
The flash a little late. They thought they could encroach a little bit more on that tri-peak before hitting. artzin says, get away. We don't really have the positioning to hit, so a rolling thunder mid-round will slow down Lev, but that may make them even more hungry for this B site.
Almost felt like they were trying to go for some sort of a double pump.
Yeah.
The fake towards the B site, the pressure and lurk from A.
Seconds left.
They salvo towards A, try to sell it, but now they try to take it. That positioning right now by Tex is so good. Creeping around, looks like he made it around that trip in site 2.
They have to check towards the E ramp though. xenom's in a great spot to surprise some players, and there's only 13 seconds left.
Boom.
Spikes down.
2. A third one. The shotgun's not going to happen as he tries to hopscotch around the wall. Demon1 can't make it count, and he knows it. Turned into an operator that's grown up. Enough kills came in. Just has the big one now.
The evolution.
So now that's back B. They can really focus on the rest of the map. This fight is something perfect now, but kiNgg slaps down Verno right away.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I was going to say they can dimensional drift right up there. aspas might be forced to play a little bit more of an anchor position, get them to safety. The team should follow this in. Demon1 smoking from the back. He'll be somewhat of the lurk on this towards mid as they start to plant in B site.
When they do, a Cosmic Divide's available for xenom. Full kit for artzin as well on the top of middle because he was never pressured. There's a late lurk coming out from Demon1 though. This might be the key piece that allows for them to win the round.
Ooh. That timing from Demon1, so patient. It's almost the same problem we saw LEVIATAN having when they had the op on retake. It slows everything down, but ooh, just on the right.
He's got the timing.
Cortezia saves aspas as he runs back with the op. Common team are trying to grab position, see if they can figure out where MIBR is going to be coming out of the woodwork here. And Rossy and the squad just drop MIBR left and right. The operator now left in the scope, left looking. And they have found it, but aspas still hits the shot. They should go down with the spike here. I think that's one of the things that impressed a lot of people, Vans, was that, you know, Rossy goes from team to team, and he's still able to put up even mid to top frag in games.
Fast here as they're trying off the Armageddon to split towards his B site.
Okay, I thought he was shooting blames for a second. He was even drawing a beautiful picture of someone on the wall. 10-7, we're seeing this round be very aggressive here as teams are trying to equal it out. LEVIATAN now brings it to 3v3 in the middle of the round. The operator still alive over towards A, and this leaves MIBR in a tough spot at B, but they make the odds a little bit better.
Cameron's watching towards orange, but the cage comes up that may allow Calm to pick this through. And again, it's up to him and Demon1. But even if they try to reset, move back towards the B side, they know to set up, at least for cortezia, is towards the B side. So if they avoid it and try to go towards A, it's into the op. Very difficult scenario for the last two players of LEVIATAN. I mean, they got all their bases covered. Even if they walk towards that spawn, MIBR is just counting on this camera to get the info, and there it is. If they push towards that spawn, there's already two players back there for MIBR.
A little ring around the Rossy.
Spike planted.
Oh, they split? Oh, I was going to say that tripwire could really mess them up, but taking out cortezia real quick here leaves Demon1 in a 2v1 in the beginning. Aspas on a hard angle with this op. Oh, just to the right and in between the second two.
That's a rare miss.
Yeah, a very rare miss. A quick text peek gives them a little bit of shake up there. And that's a big first blood going in the side of LEVIATAN. Now they have the chance. Can they convert the 5v4 after so many rounds of not being able to get him? Artzin takes down Tex in the chaos. And they trade one back there, but really no movement gained off of that too much. MIBR happy with how this one played out. The lurk into B is going to be huge. What's the call coming in for this Lev team that's trying to get themselves into position? Oh my gosh, xenom from the spot of artzin last time. They always have somebody deep in that B site, watching main, watching heaven, and Verno drops another one. All these solo kills.
It was a nice try. He tried to TP across, but Verno was already close enough to hear that Demon1 crossed over that trip. He's already ready for that pick, but now kiNgg is trying to turn it back. Give some sort of retaliation from LEVIATAN. Rolling Thunder to stop him, and it's up to Calm now to open up the A site.
Last player standing.
Just the indecision there. They wanted to peek together. They wanted to try to make it teamwork, but
Yeah, hit it right away. 5 players up towards the belt, and here's the action.
Sheriff's ghost beam by 3 Sheriffs here for Lev. They want the long range fights. Look at them all up there trying to trade a few shots in with that 55 damage. Not going to tick in just yet.
The action will calm down for a bit. Yeah, they've lost artzin in the very beginning for MIBR, but at least xenom is still up. So if there's a next wave from LEVIATAN, the Viper Wall could come through. They could delay even more and potentially even cancel out this recon dart salvo that Common Rossy will try to do.
Oh, almost ahead. aspas finds another, almost gets the flick. 3v3, but Calm is limping into the site with the spike here. High ground is taken over by MIBR. This wall drops and all hell is going to break loose.
The call from Rossy is, do you want to peek off the wall? And it is.
One enemy remaining.
Great trades, great coverage. Calm on the run.
Yeah, and in the end, getting a plant will be pretty decent here for LEVIATAN. A silver lining if they could come through and get that plant towards that B site, but xenom's already hearing it all. By the time he comes across, coming through the orb, he'll be down to 1 HP. Easy tap. Push around here, but looks like with the high tide, that will pull and push the players away, and should have been a free kill. Another rare miss coming out from aspas.
He's thinking he'd stay, though. He always likes to play that you wouldn't consider that I do this, right? But he is in a one-and-done position. The drone may have actually seen him on the side. Easy dash out so they can set up in an anchor spot. But it is the right site choice by Lev.
The good part is that the drone was forced out at belt just to get aspas away, so they won't be able to use it towards the 410. So they have to move as a group for LEVIATAN to try to get the plant down.
Ooh. Cortezia won't be getting a 3K on this one. He drops first. The rest of MIBR is going to be forced to do the full retake here. And let's see how Lev pushes forward. Calm gets on high ground. Doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to get on that rafter. All right. Cascade in, dropping together, just trying to create chaos and break crosshairs, but all the shots are clicking here for the side of LEVIATAN on the retake. And they just get
they're looking from top yellow. So kiNgg will have to try to follow through behind the owl drone.
Oh no, oh, he threw it in his shorts. They're not gonna get that flash to go working. Calm and Demon1 coming up with some quick frags there as they do get out of that kerfuffle. They'll be fine for the situation. The rotation now coming over from aspas. It's going to be hard to get the operator back in, and they don't even know it's on the map yet.
The good part about this is aspas is able to rotate back to what seems to be LEVIATAN trying to go for that rehit into the A site. So if he's able to get one or two, this is definitely the call to try to fight back into the site. So LEVIATAN have to be pristine here. Thankfully, still salvos and recon dart available for that rehit. Salvos should be going back towards that spawn and screen, and there they are. That should allow safe passage for a plan into the A site.
A nice little combo, as you called it. Just one after the other.
Find the up where potentially to get some good defense, and it's potentially now to walk down and take control of middle. And when aspas takes this, get ready for the extremities.
You can see the harbor wall here for aspas towards mid, giving them a little bit more safety. Because now they back off, they don't fully like the situation, and kiNgg is already in the face of everyone at A. Lev is moving so quick on these rounds.
The thing is, though, they've gotten map control, but that's it. There's a lockdown, and you also have a reckoning out coming out from the defense. That's going to have to push them all back.
xenom gets one. Demon1 could do a lot of damage here if he's got the right timing as he coming around from mid, but watching inside. Verno now scaling the base, but he gets taken down by Calm. Oh, it goes down into the detained. The shots almost come in from both sides, but everybody's jazz hands at this point for a few more seconds, and we're back to defusing. It's going to be artzin on the defuse. Colt goes down, and it is pandemonium in sight. Demon1's gone down on that flank, and MIBR start to source out the members needed to get this defuse down. It is at half. The fight continues, and it's going to be aspas to get that last one. Not enough time after all.
Is playing early in these rounds.
Whoop, watch your head. Rossy almost gets cooked a little bit. That's a nice kill onto Verno. So a lot of the retake capability of MIBR gone.
The thing is, the pit was being thrown down from the barrels on the side of the generator, so you can't really play top 410 or pipes.
Right.
To reposition yourself here on the defense. So this may give a chance here for LEVIATAN to pressure back into this pit. Just try to find where the Viper could be playing.
Just missing on the right there. Nice cut out of the pit. Two lurk towards mid. Very powerful group here moving through. They're going to have a back watch and somebody moving into the site.
So good.
Look how close they can get to the pit, too. They just walk right in behind. Oh, the spam is perfect. Somebody's going to drop in. That's xenom still picking up a kill, but Demon1 follows through with the trade, and they have a free site to figure out what they want to do.
And find information at the 1 minute mark up towards middle. And losing that key piece on the defense for MIBR allowed LEVIATAN to have such a beautiful split. And almost we're seeing aspas every single round.
Yeah.
Yet.
This is the only time he sees people when they chase him.
Exactly. He's padding some stats with the operator, but getting no real value out of it. And it's not his fault. They're not going against him.
Exactly.
In the half.
Lockdown free site. And no
looks like he wants to use
retaliation.
it.
Yeah.
No, he's going to let it go. He was backing up for it, but looks like they want to let that go and use it for the retake.
Oh my gosh. Everything in the kitchen sink on this round in sight for Lev. They go ahead and put the pit down on the lockdown. Armageddon's going to slow down the site take as they want to ensure a safe plant and adjustment into defensive positioning. And post plant. Oh my word. However, looking good so far. 5v4. Can they keep it going? MIBR to stop the bleeding with this round. There's a lot to be done still. artzin makes a better case for it, though, with another kill. Calm's very low on this one. Cortezia. There's one. Demon1 finding artzin in the site.
player standing.
They're all so close, but somehow it's taking so long to get the final kill onto Demon1. He is dancing, he is dodging, and MIBR as they get this first initial encroach. Texas so
Got
fast.
salvos and everything else to try to hit back, and flashes to counter flash to the walls.
Oh, artzin takes a very vulnerable position here after being vulnerable himself, but they're not going to expect it. Oh, he gets the 3K collide on common Demon1 in the end, and that is going to be a big turnaround. The rotation now to come over. Choosing the lower numbers again, the softer site, they may just get it.
Feel
Nice
now.
delay.
Oh, they're actually using the reckoning for the delay for sure.
Oh. Trade back slows things down. Coming in from screens, the double play here. Verno just with shocked arts. They've already used the find for the site. But artzin does have the walls to kind of get them a little bit of an entry in if they can layer themselves forward.
For LEVIATAN, they don't have their own wall to walk through. So aspas is in a good spot to watch the cross.
30 seconds left.
He'll be the first point of contact, and artzin has to play the hero after if they're able to cross over the first shot that's about to ring.
Rossy just got salvos back. That's going to initiate the window they want to get in. Oh, Verno, eyes high, hits the 410 shot immediately, but aspas is pushed back as he did not have an angle on anybody during the action. Just everyone bearing down on him. Alert bot to give up his spot here. And he will
Under
not.
the rafter, and they're trying to tempo up out of this. So there should be a flank coming out here for MIBR, but a triple flank is what's going to be the key component for LEVIATAN in this round of the pistol.
Okay, Tex. Just
Right here.
tears a head off in sight as they jump up, I believe, onto that top part. Spikes down. A quick check back
Right
before
here.
everybody comes through, but that whole lurk is coming back around through mid.
They've kept two players all the way back for MIBR, and MIBR doesn't have the composition to play the pulse plant delay, so LEVIATAN flooding back. Cortezia has to come up huge with aspas in here.
All right, displacement goes through. They got to wait for this decay to come back up. All 5 members of Lev in sight, healthy and ready. They have a flash now from kiNgg. They need to get a little bit more room. Oh, the teamwork. They're just setting up walls of pistols here to retake, but aspas and xenom fire back. Oh my God, aspas, he does 4K for
Pistol for MIBR.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, just to give LEVIATAN an idea that the whole map is going to be used for this half.
Yeah, despite losing 3 players within that previous round, still 3 rifles in the bonus, and
Oh
it starts
my.
off well with this lure from xenom.
Quick push towards mid. That is not a timing I think anybody expected, and MIBR is working off that cut so fast right now as they quickly get a site, and it looks like Lev is just going to go ahead and either save these guns or look for the most extreme exits.
Definitely have to save. Look at the money that's left behind by
Yeah.
and Demon1. Even Texas bought all the way down to 0. Yeah, you have to save this right now, so aspas is definitely going on a hunt. They're closing that gap. xenom, beautiful lurk in the beginning of this round.
Oof. We'll see if Verno's calls as well continue to push and pull Lev around. We saw that on Split quite a bit. The mid-round calls were so good for him and the rest of the squad. Hello.
Enemy remaining.
Just a quick tap on the shoulder.
For now, but at least a second TP allows for him to move back when the hit now comes through by MIBR.
Just trying to cover the whole map and be
Nice
there
shot.
with the squad. Tex missing the second one, so MIBR now broken the site once again. This is where they become deadly, but LEVIATAN is trying to hold their ground. They just cannot. How are they not taking out one member at a time?
My God.
That's another high-low double kill coming in for MIBR to wipe the site.
Well, what can you do now when these players are feeling hot for MIBR? You've
Yeah.
talked about so many flakes happening through in the past. Yes, a couple in from Tex, but mainly coming out from MIBR in the second half. And Tex already dying in the very beginning. It's just unfortunate. Yes, he gets a nice pick to take down aspas, but we talked about the delay that he could have had with a nanostorm and alarm bot. And it just didn't give a chance here for LEVIATAN to answer back as soon as Tex fell down. Now in the post planet delay, it comes down to Demon1 on the flank.
Wow,
Last player standing.
just to ensure it.
It'll just come down to Demon1, and I think that's going to be the decision to save. Didn't wait long enough. for the player of Leviathan. Remember, this was a 13-7.
MIBR's moving so damn quick.
One suppressed.
Drone actually spotted the Viper, and they know that there was an updraft coming out from MIBR on the top. Demon1 trying to find a timing, but protected by artzin.
I think that's what we're seeing altogether. The protection here, the cooperation being played. As I say that though, Lev strike back exactly what they need this round on that low buy. If they can collect any of these weapons, it would be such a boon. Spike goes down, and it's going to be that much tougher to get this round in their favor.
And it might invest this. I was going to say they have 3 ults to work with. Now the Dimensional Drift could help the Hunter's Fury from Calm, and you're hoping to get a pick here.
They got text that Vandal. See if he can move in. He is coming in through mid right now. And they start using the Hunter's Fury on one. Just a quick tag onto artzin. They're not able to get another one as Verno fires through the ult. And now Tex still in the chase of cortezia.
One down.
Spike ticking low. This is going to be tough. It's just for the kills now.
What happened? They're doing such a great job to run that clock down. And now you're gambling for a push. A silent walk-up on a defense with rifles for Leviathan.
And this is going to be a pivotal round here. 10-8. This is Lev. They're using all that money they have right now. Armageddon comes out. It's going to be a quick kill under pressure coming in. kiNgg and Calm do get one, but they trade 2 back, as well as MIBR. Pushing that to 3 kills to take the advantage.
And now there's a big lurk coming out here. They already spot one. Yeah, the headshot. Rossy's low on HP. But if Demon1 is coming through and cuts across and gets a pick, I mean, the timing is still out for xenom. We were talking about some great lurks coming out from cortezia on split. This time is a second rookie flexing in here into this Viper.
He's looking so confident too. Ready to take this on all by himself in spawn. And Calm exactly what he sees. Let's see what the trigger or discipline is here.
You got Recon Dart about to be thrown out here by Verno. That will definitely help xenom. He's already got the first one. And pings the second here in the beginning. They are trying to pinch very early, but a double ult coming through. Hunter's here to drop here. The lockdown being used. I mean, it's a plethora of ults on both ends. And it's won this time by MIBR, who will get a safe plant on the A site.
Game point on the other end of this round. 5 members still to come in. It's going to be a little late here from Demon1 as they were waiting to see if it was a ruse once again.
And Leviathan forced into this round.
Still find the kills. The backup just is there with Demon1. Does get there in time. Viper v Viper now. The rookie versus the world champion. Bites down. He's trying to pull this out and just get the fake shots. Try to find where the Vandal is outside the smoke. xenom is in house. xenom gets the head.
Against one of the best players in the world of Demon1, changing roles into this one. Even staying cool under the
Here
pit.
to defend. This is their best chance here at keeping the game going.
This Recon Dart could be huge here. He'll get a few pings, but man, it might be our fights.
That's insane. Somebody pulls a trigger and 3 people die on the side of Lev as the action begins. That's how quick MIBR is trading each other, swinging together, and just playing off one another here. That's going to be Tex and kiNgg trying to get back 2 Guardians to save the day.
Doing all of this without flashes as well. So the protocols to come through from MIBR to try to get the best value out of trades. And the chances are looking very thin for the last 2 players of Leviathan and for the roster as a whole.
Pinged on that too. Nothing working in their favor here. Nice shock dart though. Tex takes a little bit of damage on that one. It's going to be the wall.